Hunting Wives is out in the universe. It is a huge hit. What's it been like to watch the response to Netflix audience eating this thing up?
It's wild. I mean, I feel like I keep saying this, but truthfully, I've never received more texts, DMs, emails from all different people.
So many people have DM'd, texted me, and it makes me a little bit nauseous because then I know, that
they've seen your boobs.
Person's mom's cousin has seen my boobs.
Thank God I'm Jill. I don't know how you're doing this.
Yeah, did you have FOMO, or were you so excited that you were the one person who got out of a sex scene?
I am relieved. And not to say I wouldn't do it. I shouldn't be saying that here.
Season 2, baby.
I mean,
You almost showed a boob.
I almost showed a boob because is that a spoiler? Whatever. It's been out. It's fine. I have a breastfeeding scene, and I was like, is this the time that I am going to call my dad and say, well, we've made it 42 years and it's over. You're going to have to watch a show where I am naked. It has not yet happened, but no, I mean, I was relieved. To answer that question, I was relieved.
Well, all of those juicy moments are getting the meme treatment online. There's a new screen grab every day. It feels like, what has been the thing that you see most in your feed, or the moment that is resonating the most with people?
Sophie's really bad decisions, I guess.
So the whole series?
Yeah. Which I at the time, and even now, I'm like, wait, this was the whole point, is that she's sort of a wrecking ball in this way, and I like that about her. But and also a lot of Jill stuff with her son.
I always see just Malin licking your arm. There's a lot of licking is what I see. And I'm like,
by the way,
that's so sexy.
I didn't get the view because I was up here. I didn't get the view of the licking because her hair was blocking it. And so then when I saw it in the memes, I was like, oh,
whoa.
Good, thank God I didn't see that,
wow.
actually.
I think the love story of Sophie and Margo is...
Yeah, that's
I
getting
mean,
some
I
good
see so many
treatment.
edits, the licking moment, the kissing on the porch when you're trying to leave. People are like...
driving the car, you know, like...
Yes, the donuts.
Yeah, the donuts.
Anything with those two. But then, of course, Sheriff Johnny and his wife also have
That is quite...
also blown up the internet a little.
Am I wrong in
Callie
remembering
and
that
Johnny.
you said something like they're the most healthy relationship, like their love
I
story?
kind of think so, to be honest.
I do too. I agree with you. I agree.
So do we believe that Sophie is in love with Margo and it's not just a lust thing?
That's a really good question.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Do you believe it?
I mean, I played it like that was the case. I hope so. I think it's what her capacity for love is for each of them.
Yeah.
And I do think that they think that that type of love exists. But are they the healthiest people that know what love is? Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you could even drop the probably. Just say no.
That's true.
Rebecca, you did say you wanted this to be an exploration into women behaving badly. So what were you most excited to dig into?
I think the femme fatale, the Southern Texan femme fatale is something, it feels like really old school Hollywood, but also really fresh.
I grew up in Dallas. I know this archetype of women. Wow. This is like, I was like, oh, these are all the people I grew up around.
That's awesome. That's
just
awesome.
that she's so, does whatever she wants and gets away with it. And that was something that was different than the book. In the book, she didn't do it. And I thought, that's really a huge challenge for me as a writer. Can I make the most obvious person be the guilty party and get away with it?
But as someone who read the book, it was a twist that to me, that this all happened.
Exactly.
We'll dig into some of those changes in a second, but in terms of getting empowered to behave badly, what was having that on set like for the two of you?
It was we just had the best time because of that. It just felt like you could just go there, you know? In fact, I remember there's a really interesting scene, I think, where Jill is looking at her son's parts. And I remember... Very briefly. But I think I did it even briefer than that. And then I remember being like, oh, the director came in and said, let's try staring for like a really long time. And I was like, wow. Like, that's what the show felt like. Like, you could try it. Like,
yeah.
And I think it was because we were in Charlotte and we were sort of we were left to our own devices with the coolest boss in the world who was like, just give it a go. It was so fun.
Was there anything in any of the scripts that you really thought, how the hell are we gonna do that scene?
Many of my scenes, yes, more often than not. But I think I was surrounded by such camaraderie and like special people, and we all loved each other so much that we did feel sort of insular in a way, and we felt like we were just having summer camp. Like especially when the hunting wives scenes were happening, I just was so excited to see my friends. And so getting to do those sort of brave scenes actually felt very freeing because I was just hanging out with my girls.
Yeah.
The intimacy scenes, talk me through the process of working with a coordinator and choreographing those. It's almost like a dance, right?
Oh yeah, every single shot in terms of the blocking or what we did or how it was going to be portrayed was done by women. And so when we did all the shooting of the scenes, it was from a lens of a female, and specifically women who knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Yeah.
You know?
I think why it works so well is everything feels very authentic. You believe, you buy into all of it. What does it mean to you that the audience is receiving it that way?
It's such a dream because, you know, I think in our culture, it seems like maybe the younger generation is a little more pearl clutchy than us, Gen X types were, and that they think it's cringe to have sex on TV. So like, to see people get so excited and invested in the sexuality specifically is so exciting. And I'm like, yay, sex is back, girls. Like, sexy summer, let's do it. So I love that.
Yeah, it's a hunting wife summer. We went from brat summer to hunting wife summer.
We'll take it.
Yeah, same.
Katie, this is a far cry from Quinn.
I know.
This is a woman who needs a gladiator to clean up her life,
true,
isn't a
yeah.
gladiator.
Yeah.
I mean, the hair, the clothes, the whole thing. What was it like to see yourself for the first time as Jill?
Oh, it just made sense. The minute I had the dress, the hair, the makeup, the necklaces, Von Cleef, whatever, the shoes, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm doing. Like, it worked. And her writing, like, just all came together. And also very differently than Scandal, which Rebecca was cool with. In these group women's scenes, we were allowed to sort of improv. Like, they would start shooting before what was on the script, and it really felt, you know, Scandal was like 90 pages to try to fit into 42 minutes, and not one word was off. And there were definitely scenes where we were on script very well on Hunting Wives, but there was also just like a lot of play, which I think translated for these girls being real friends, and also we were becoming friends in real life, that I thought lent itself so brilliantly to the show.
Do any moments come to mind that made it in the show that were not scripted?
Oh my, I mean,
So many.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of like cute little things that I feel like we all did.
Tons. And actually,
Boar Bacon was not
Oh, yeah, that's not
scripted. Boar Bacon was a total improv.
Now we take pics for the gram and we go have brunch.
Boar bacon! Boar bacon!
I don't think that was scripted.
and Jamie Ray Newman, lock her up in the, sorry, to go back to the sheriff and
Yeah.
Callie
No, we
scene,
need to
but
talk
lock her
about
up
That's my favorite.
is an ad-lib.
Okay.
It's brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Oh
mean,
wow, well,
That's
one in the moment.
Lock her up, baby, lock her up.
But there was a lot of play. Like, I remember Jamie, like, she hits her bum during, you know, Never
yeah.
Have I Ever, and I'm like, I can't hear the C word. You know, there was just a lot of.
Oh yeah, Europe is so good.
The spirit of Jill really crept up in you.
I love
the
it.
hair. Is it all your hair?
It's
Is it a wig?
my hair.
Okay.
I'm looking to the camera as I say that. I feel very proud because I had 2 babies and my hair has gone through a journey. But I felt, you know, I just felt like the higher the hair, closer to God. I'd heard of these ladies before. I walked into the awesome, we worked in a real church, and I felt it. And then
You felt closer to God with
I
your
did.
hair.
I felt closer to God. And they could tease it. I mean, it was, I loved it.
Well, on that note, people are hungry for more of this world.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any news to share on a season 2 yet, Rebecca?
Nothing official, no, but I feel very confident that you will be seeing more of The Hunting Wives.
Okay.
This would be great news to us if we found out in this moment.
Right. And here are the contracts. Sign them here on camera.
Like, is this how we're finding out?
I mean, Malin is incredible.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Thanks. You're sweet. No, I'm not. But I like you.
The show doesn't work unless you believe that Sophie is just gonna fall into whatever this woman says to do. And not just Sophie, but like all the Hunting Wives have to fall in line behind this woman. Her husband has to be completely entranced by her. She has to be pulling off the greatest scam in history. Maybe not really a scam, but she has to be a con. Yeah, she has to have an iron fist and be fun to watch. So it's like that casting needs to work, and it needs to be someone that believes in themselves and has that confidence and has that charisma. And Malin Akerman has it, baby. She just has it. Like
When she steps out of the car in the flashback episode as like the first time she's really becoming Margo, I was like, oh, this informs so much of where we've now landed with her. And same with Sophie and getting to explore that backstory, which is not in the book. There's not all this deep history of these characters. What was the relationship for all of you with the book before the show? Had you read it? Did you read it when you got the show? Did you not touch it?
I read it after we filmed, actually, which I didn't, I don't know if that was useful or not, but I was actually really appreciative that I read it after, because I do think a lot of the backstory was created by Rebecca and by us, and I think it informs a lot of like Sophie and how she's sort of put in this box, and a lot of that wasn't in the book. And so I'm glad that I did my own sort of searching of who Sophie was, and then almost fact-checked it in a way and was very proud that a lot of it was right.
Yes, yes, you got it right. What about you? Did you read it?
I started to read it and then I quickly stopped because I was having the same problem where I was getting confused of like, wait, hold on a second. This is isn't the story we're telling. It's inspired by, it's based on, but we are telling the Rebecca Cutter script. So all of a sudden, because Jill is different in the book, and I didn't want to get to set and be like, hold on, I'm so tired from being a mom. Like I don't remember what everything's getting crisscrossed. So that's a good idea. I haven't read it.
To me, the book is like, it's a roller coaster ride, and the show is the roller coaster ride, but the track goes out from under you for periods of time.
Love that.
There are a lot of changes, though. Probably the biggest is turning Margo into Abby's killer when Jill is the killer in the book. How did you land there?
So I read the book once, pretty much in one sitting, because I was riveted, and I love Macabre and I love the writing of the book, but to me, what I was most excited about when I was reading the book was there's a period of time in the book when you think that Margo is framing Sophie, and then of course it turns out that's not true, and I just was like, can I do that? Can I pull that off and make her really be the killer? And so that was sort of the challenge that I set myself out to do, and with the writers, the brilliant writers, and changing the backstory and the abortion story and setting that up right the very first time you meet her.
Do you have a pad? I'm not sure. Let me check. I have a tampon, thanks, but I can't use that.
A lot of things that are just sort of hidden in plain sight, and I just went for it.
Ew.
Jill doesn't make it out alive of
Does not,
season 1.
But what a death scene, huh?
What a death.
My favorite thing in the whole
It's
show. I'm not kidding.
I still haven't watched it, sorry. Well, I'm just
You haven't watched yourself say, you beep.
Well, I was there, and I shot it, and I did ADR it, so I
okay.
did see it on like a big
Oh,
screen.
you had to go back
many
in
times.
and re-record?
Yeah, I recorded like, I think C word, like a bunch, I don't know. I had to do things around that scene.
And probably some like
And so
safe for
I
work
have seen
versions.
it. I just
and-
haven't seen it in that thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna treat myself at some point. Hope maybe with you guys. I don't know, but yes, it was the. I couldn't. You can't ask for a better death scene. It's the best.
It's so
what?
good.
Rebecca came to set that night when we were rehearsing it, and I was nervous because it was a big scene.
You were running lines with my 11-year-old.
Yeah. But I definitely, when I was running the lines with her, I said, "You."
Of course we gotta call it. You need to shut up for once in your life. I have to think.
When you pull
doing
out
it
the
right.
gun and you are staring at her and you have this like little like crazy smile and you like
Yes.
twitch almost, brilliant.
And the
Genius.
moment when
Thanks,
when you
guys.
think that she's shot Margo,
Yeah. Right.
Margo looks
Looks
down.
down.
Ugh, chills.
Yes.
It's all so good.
Did I even answer your question? I didn't make it out alive. No.
But Jill is still a killer in this because she killed Star.
Oops.
We didn't see it happen. We saw the aftermath of it. So what do we think went down between the two of them that led her to do that?
I think Star busted in there with that big shotgun and said, your son got my daughter pregnant and you killed my daughter, and it just got heated, and Jill did what she thought she had to do.
Yeah. Jill was like, "You cannot put this shotgun in my face."
Yeah.
And I mean, Jill carries a gun in her purse at
Right.
all times, ready
There's
to go. I mean,
guns
it's in
all
the,
over that
Yeah,
house.
it was
Yeah,
right
it was
in
just
the,
right
it
there
was
in
right
the
in the
junk
safe drawer.
But I think a big question I'm seeing online Because it is a bit of a red herring in the mystery of Jill has cleared her internet history, cleared her GPS, changed all her passwords.
Yes.
Why do we think she was compelled to do that if she was not the guilty one?
Yeah, Rebecca.
I know. I too have seen this question. First of all, we established that she has a little bit of like an anal neat freak OCD thing at the beginning with the gloves. So, but she did go to the woods that night to see Abby. She did talk to her on the phone.
Yes.
So I think she was worried, and I think she also thinks like her and Brad never fully. They neither say to each other like I did or didn't do it.
Right.
She doesn't want to have that conversation. So I think she's just covering her bases.
Do you think she didn't want to have that conversation because she was scared that Brad did do it?
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
And probably just covering for her baby, like just
100%,
making sure that everything, all
We
the
watched
T's
Outer
are
Banks.
crossed.
Even though the power was out, we watched Outer Banks.
Hey, Money Buddies.
So good.
I know. I love this.
Great, Jill.
He watched it better than you did.
Well, I've watched it and she hasn't. So.
Yeah, I mean.
Are you pitching a Jill has an identical cousin or twin sister who wants to come to town and investigate
no
this
pressure.
for season 2?
I'll do whatever.
I love her, and I am
the
so
end of the
sad that I killed her and Chrissy Metz.
I know.
mean, I adore them both. It's one of the saddest, worst decisions of my life.
It's okay. I mean, I love you.
We
I'll
have
do
we
anything.
have dreams. We have flashbacks.
Exactly.
We have
haunting.
I can also just show up in Charlotte on a Saturday night if that's where you're shooting season 2. Go to meet you at Coyote Joe's.
I was gonna say, just be a background actor in Coyote
I can
Joe's.
just honky tonk, like Jill didn't get her slow-mo dancing scene. I'm still upset about that.
That's the one flashback you got to give us in season 2.
Oh my God, got it. So good.
Jill and the pastor on a date night, slow-mo dancing.
Oh my gosh.
You do keep Margo alive, which is a change from the book, though. So that sets up this whole season 2 journey, which now we're in this like Real Housewives meets Big Little Lies territory where so much death and destruction has happened. By the end of the first season, Brittany, Sophie kind of becomes everything she hates in Margo.
Who is this? Hello? Hello? Hello?
How do you think that sets up her journey in season 2?
Well, I think you see in the flashback that she already has that within her. She has this harshness and hardness that she's kind of softened over time and become this wife and this woman that she thinks that society wants her to be. And so by the end of the season, you sort of see that she was keeping herself so closed in this box because she was afraid of herself. She was afraid of how dangerous she could be to herself and to others. And I think then you're just kind of seeing the destruction, and who she is to her core. And so, yeah, it sets up a good time for season 2 because I do think that she kind of just rides that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I haven't talked to her really about it, but I would imagine she can't be going up from there. Like, she's not going to church.
Yeah, I think we're still on the down from there.
Yeah.
Rebecca, you did say, should we get a season 2? You'll probably pick up on a small time jump.
Yes.
Ideally, where do we find these characters when we get to go back to Maplebrook?
Not so far in advance, at least a few weeks, so that we have a little bit of a new status quo to start from. I don't want to do the direct pickup because then I feel like everything is exactly as it was, and I just want things to have advanced a little bit. But I also don't want to miss out a whole year on these crazy bitches' lives, right? Like we need to see
as
what's
much
happening.
hunting wives as we can get. I do want to get your answers to some other kind of fan questions about what does this mean
And
or where does this
I have one that I
go.
want to speak to because
Ooh, I
I'm
love
Well, let's start there. So what is on your mind?
Okay, people asking about why does she have a tampon if she had a hysterectomy?
Yes, this and that why couldn't Margo just go upstairs to get a pad in her own home?
Okay, I have answers to both of those.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Oh my God, this is
Okay, well,
such a
first
good
of all,
interview.
This is great.
People have been dying
They
to know.
weren't in her house. They were in the little pool house, is where the bathroom
Okay.
is. So there wasn't any there. She didn't want to go up into her mansion because it's like 3 floors
And far.
and far. Yeah.
And there's all those people there.
Yeah. And also then it wouldn't work
You don't have the meat
for the
cute.
show.
Yeah, I don't go up
So
to the
we
main
need it to
bathroom.
work for the show.
Yeah. And then, but the other thing, I honestly, maybe you'll remember this. There was a line at some point where she says, do you have a pad? And she goes, I have a tampon. It's probably 5 years old,
Yes.
but you can have it.
I did say that, and then it got cut.
So I guess we cut it. So anyway.
That was my
the
line.
Okay,
point
but there
is,
was an explanation.
It's my fault that I cut it. but I did write it.
Yes, you
So
did,
I did
'cause I
try-
said it.
Come on, that's a
have
lot.
this.
You have a lot to do. You
Yeah.
wear a lot of
So
hats.
I did not think that was gonna, bother people so much.
All right, why did the blind eye guy go away and the new guy come in at the end?
It's a really good question.
We can't.
So that may be answered in season 2?
Yeah.
Okay. What exactly were Sophie and Abby talking about in the woods on the trail cam?
Well, we didn't record audio, so I don't know.
You didn't? Well, I'm over there improving
Were you
my life
improvising?
away.
Was it so good?
Yeah, I was thinking that was
What
a
were you
scene.
talking about? You tell me.
So in my mind, I thought Sophie's blacked out and she's coming to talk to Margot. I know that
Yeah, you're defending.
I'm
you're
defending
saying,
Margot.
"Get
I'm
away."
saying like I
Yeah.
know that Margot was sleeping with Brad, but it's fine. Like we're
Yeah.
all gonna be fine. Just like go back and like I'm basically saying like don't see Margot because I want to like keep her and the party going.
That's exactly what I think.
Okay.
And that's what I thought.
But I didn't write any lines. You
I was
guys-
improving my life away, and I thought it might get in the show.
And there was no audio. All right. The woman who's dead in the opening credits, is that supposed to be anybody or is that just a...
In the
On the
and
pool, yeah.
No, not a specific person. I mean, I think,
It's like a nod to what happens to Margot in the book, is how I read it.
yeah, and to me it was always Sophie, because to me we made a big effort to try to obscure who's getting shot in the opening scene, and then we do that smash cut to Sophie in the car, so I always was hoping people would go, oh my God, Brittany Snow gets murdered in this show? That's crazy.
It does tip you off at the beginning that this isn't going to be like a happy ending for these women. All right, the last one, mac and cheese in the freezer. It's all over.
It's not mac and cheese.
It's a meal ready to
It's
eat,
a
right?
meal,
Yeah.
like you put it in the microwave
And
and
it's
it's like nuggets, broccoli, whatever. People are very up in arms
I
about
know.
those meals.
I
in
feel
the
so
freezer.
bad for the set decorator
know.
seeing this complaint, and I'm like, I know they wouldn't have done that.
They did their job correctly. People were just
exactly.
not zooming in far enough. All right, your game for Hunting Wife Season 2. Jill will come back and haunt all these bitches.
That's it.
The Haunting
We call
Wives.
it the haunting
The
wives.
Haunting Wives. It'll be a special Halloween episode. There we go.
Honestly, that's what I want. This is what I live for. Please go back.